Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey to check out this brand new 2025 Kia Telluride. This is the X-Line SX Prestige with all-wheel drive. Jungle green is the color, 20-inch gloss black wheels. So now we've seen the new 27 Telluride at the LA Auto Show. We know Kia's getting rid of the V6 and the gas-only Telluride, and that is no bueno in my book. So unless you want a hybrid Telluride, the 25, I think, is the way to go, especially with the low interest rates, great lease deals, and discounts available as they're trying to clear out this stock. So as we go through this vehicle, you can let me know. Do you have to wait for that 26 and go with that turbo 4, or excuse me, 27 and go with that turbo 4 engine, or are you going to grab one of these V6s before they're gone? So let's dig in. The front end of this 25 Telluride in the jungle green. We have a full spread of LED lighting across the front, including the fog lamps. Gloss black on the upper part of that tiger nose grille with a blacked out Kia badge. Flat black with gloss black surrounds down around the lower part of the grille where those fog lamps are. And the side air curtains are decorative. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package, please excuse my shadow. We have a 20-inch gloss black aluminum alloy wheel, Kia badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 50 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the jungle green with the flat black around the wheel wells and the door sills. On an SX Prestige trim, I'd like to see that painted. Now, as we come in closer, we're going to have the jungle green side view mirror caps with LED turn signals and 360-degree view cameras. We're going to have the jungle green on the front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we're going to have gloss black on the roof rails, shark fin antenna, twin panel moonroof. Then over the back we go. We have the wiper down below on the glass, full spread of LED lighting in the back as well, with Kia Telluride blacked out. X-Line on the bottom right of the tailgate, gloss black on the rear bumper, tow hitch in the middle, and we do have those chromed up dual exhaust finishers coming out the right side, but that is a single-sided exhaust. We're under the hood of this 25 Telluride, and we have Kia's 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 5,000 pounds, MPGs, 18 in the city, 23 on the highway, 20 combined. Moving into 27, the gas-only Telluride will go down to a 2.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine instead of the V6. Hyundai kept the V6 in their gas-only Palisade, moving from the 3.8-liter to the 3.5-liter V6 to avoid carbon issues. But Kia is just swapping one engine, this one that has carbon buildup issues, with another engine that has the same carbon buildup issues. And it's a smaller displacement and a heavier vehicle. Not cool. Let me know what you think. We're back at the left rear quarter panel of this Telluride at the fuel filler door, and we have an 18.8-gallon gas tank. Kia does use a gas cap in the Telluride for the 25 model year. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 25 Telluride SX Prestige X-Line all-wheel drive, $52,785. This vehicle has some included options and some additional options we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in a destination and delivery charge of $1,495 from Kia's West Point, Georgia assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $54,890. This vehicle right now has got a $2,500 discount on it, as well as 0.9% financing and a great money factor on a lease, where you can basically lease this for about $407 a month for a 36-month lease, 10,000 miles a year. That is a pretty aggressive program on this vehicle. But for now, let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we're going to go black soft touch across the top, open pore wood design and brushed aluminum into your door handle, 2 memory seat settings. We have the terracotta, looks tan, but the official color here on this interior is the terracotta. It's an extra $295, and it's a very soft armrest, flat black on the switch gear. We do have power fold mirrors in and out, and we do have the Harman Kardon sound system. Into the footbox, large dead pedal, aluminum finish on your brake and accelerator. The Telluride carpeted floor mats are in the vehicle. Seating wise, full power for the driver and the front passenger with lumbar for both. And we also have that thigh support that you can bring out or take back in to keep yourself comfortable on long trips. So I do like that, and it's power. Now here are the Napa leather seats, terracotta with the stitching perforation design, nice and soft. They feel great to the touch. We also have X-Line embossed into each front seat. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, but you don't get the memory seat settings and SX Prestige action. We need front passenger memory. Now over here, we're going to have the black soft touch with the stitching, more open pore wood design and brushed aluminum into the heat and air vent. Then we do have a large glove box. Oops. And it is a locking glove box. And then our infotainment screen. Now this is the older Kia system, right? It's a 12.3-inch infotainment system. We have great pinch to zoom capability though still. It's not bad for this older system. But the older system coming from the factory has wired CarPlay Android Auto, but there is an over-the-air software update you can do on this system that'll make this wireless CarPlay Android Auto and then avoid that whole wired thing. So there you go. We also have dual panel action, which I always like, passenger talk, where the speakers will magnify your voice so you don't have to yell at people in the third row for them to hear you. Compass, time, we got Sirius XM, and all of our controls are down here. Nice and simple, where you have your map, your nav, here's your radio. Right here, right now we have it on 80s on 8, but you can go to your sources and you have HD AM, FM, and Sirius XM, as well as Bluetooth music as well, and you can turn on that QLS as well in here. So nice and simple. Coming down further, here is your media, where you push that, you get all your sources, including your CarPlay Android Auto and your Sounds of Nature. And then, as we come down further, 4-way hazards, seek for your music. The star is your favorites, and then you got your setup. Right here, where you can go to setup, you got your vehicle settings, speaker settings, Bluetooth your phone, set up your driver profile, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot. You can go to your vehicle settings right here. Oops. And then we can adjust our head-up display, adjust our drive modes from here. We can come on down. We can check out our lights. We can go to our ambient lighting right here, and we can go ahead and take that off. We can dim it in the dark if we want. We can go to color. And then we can pick a color mood right here, or you can set a custom color right there by spinning this around on the wheel. And with a green exterior, what do you think with this terracotta? Should we go like almost the same terracotta color? Push OK. Now you have that set, your custom color. Then you can move back right there, or you can just link them up to the drive mode as well. And we can come back out, and we have our doors. We have our seat right here. We have your warmer ventilation features right here. Easy access right there. So when you turn the car off to get out and you have your memory seat set, the driver's seat will move back to let you out of the vehicle easier. I always like that. And then you have your lumbar stabilization system, which is your, pretty much for the lack of a better word, massage seat. Not quite a massage because it's only on the lumbar area, but if you're on a long trip, you can set it to come on every 30 minutes, set it to come on every 60 minutes to massage that low back on a long drive. So that's another good deal in this SX Prestige that I like as well. And then you can just go, here's your Kia Connect to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone. So a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. If we go back to our setup, we can also go to general settings There we go, where you can also set your date and time, take it on and off, daylight savings, language, units, all that jazz is in there. And then we can go back to our map and we're good to go. Now we go to reverse and we have that large 360-degree view camera, super clear, takes up the whole screen. We have additional views right here, and you can do the spinnerooski with your Telluride if you want as well. And we can go back to park. Great, great. I love the system. I really do, especially now, since I can now get a software update to turn this into wireless CarPlay Android Auto. No need now for me to worry about getting to 27 with the updated Kia system. Down further, there's all the controls with your volume and tuning knob. Down further, you got your dual climate right in here with your fan speed and max rear and front defrost. On the left here, 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger with a heated steering wheel on or off. Down further, wireless charging pad, USB-A, USB-C connectivity, and a 12-volt. Here is the gear shift with the leather gator to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission. Drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash with our center diff lock. Down further, engine auto stop start on or off, auto vehicle hold on or off, electric brake, parking cameras, parking sensors, 2 cup holders with that trim ring, and this Kia key fob. This is the newer, more plasticky one, which I'm not a fan of. Let's see if I can get this in my hand right. Here we go. So on the top here we have lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, turn it around, and you have your remote start. And then a nice soft armrest in the terracotta. We open it up and we do have a removable tray, and underneath that a larger area for storage with another USB-C. Steering wheel, black leather wrap wheel with the dark gray stitching. Maybe it would have been nice to have the terracotta stitching in here. Let me know. Kia badge on the horn button, brushed aluminum to dress up the wheel, round bottom wheel. But I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Telluride. It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin in this SX Prestige. We do have silver on the switchgear. On the left here, you have your telephone voice commands, modes for infotainment system, seek for your music. On the right, you have your controls for the digital dash, as well as your adaptive cruise. We don't have paddles, but that's okay. It's a luxe trim. And then on the left, you have your headlight controls, fog lamps, turn signals, high beams. And on the right side, front and rear wiper. And if we do signal, we have our blind spot cameras that come on while we're turning to make sure nobody's there so we don't hit anybody, which is always a great thing. But the Kia or Hyundai product has to have a 360-degree view camera set up, and it has to have a digital dash to get those blind spot cameras to come on when you turn. Now, over here on the left, bright and dim the dash, tow mode, hill descent control, pop the tailgate, traction control off, and we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. Would have been nice if it was electric, since we're in top trim action for the X line. Too many trims in the Telluride. That's one thing they could slim down for 27 is slim down trims, because you have the regular Telluride trims, the Telluride X line trims, and the Telluride X Pro trims, and it gets kind of confusing. Now as we zoom in closer, here's our digital dash, looking good. Let's check out the drive modes. Swinging this dial to the left, we're in right now comfort. We can go to sport. We can go to smart. Now swinging it back to the right, we can go to, eco, and we can go to snow. And we have the push button that I showed you earlier for tow mode. So there you have it. And then if you want to go through additional information, you can go left to right, depending on what you may want to see. And then when you get to a section you want, you got some sub menus you can go through to make sure you can see what you need to see when you're going down the road or when you're on a road trip. Overhead console, got a spot for your sunglasses right there. If you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button remains pushed in. So when you open the door, LED lighting comes on, close the door, the lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Kia Connect, again, hook the vehicle up with your smartphone or talk to Kia for any reason. Then we have the twin panel roof. Now we have this microfiber suede headliner that's very soft and very nice. Now the shade is manual, and then the left switch here is going to open the front glass. Glass will go back, wind buffer will come up, and then it's one touch back. And then if you want to tilt it, you just push that button towards the roof or back closed. Piece of cake, and then you can bring it closed, the shade closed. Now the back twin panel roof, that only is for the shade. Right there. The shade will open, but the glass will stay fixed. Frankly, I'd rather have a regular panoramic than the twin panel, but you let me know what you think. Rear view mirror time though. We got a frameless rear view mirror with HomeLink and the magic button, digital rear view mirror with the controls for the rear view camera right underneath the bottom right. Now, sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the mid-row of this Telluride, but first the rear door panel, where we do have security shades on the back of each door. The same black soft touch with the open pore wood. We have the brushed aluminum, the terracotta soft armrest, nice consistency design front to back. We also still have that Harman Kardon speaker, and we have 3-stage heated and 3-stage ventilated captain's chairs in the mid-row, which is a nice touch. Now let's hop on in, have the seat set for my driving position. No problem getting in at all in this Telluride. These captain's chairs will slide back and forth, which is also nice, but at 5'11", no need to duck to your over 6 foot. Plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. We have the leather, then the plastic. Of course, that's to make it easier to clean if kids are in the mid-row smashing their feet into this. We do have a seat pocket, USB-Cs in the back of each seat with a hanger to get the cord out of your feet. Then we have 2 cup holders in the back here. We have a 12-volt and a home power source. And then we do have the terracotta Napa leather in the mid-row, nice and soft with the perforation. And then our armrest, pretty skinny though, but at least it doesn't ratchet. But overall, very comfortable here in the mid-row. Getting into row number 3, well, you got to move the captain's chair out of the way, and on the seat base, there is a button. You just hit it, and it just will move forward. You give it, shove it a little bit, get it all the way up there. Now we can just pop in the back, and now the back, you're not going to have the Napa leather. It's still going to be the terracotta, it's still going to be soft, but it's not going to be the Napa. You can tell when you feel them both that this is now a Syntex material. Now, as we come in here, we do have 2 cup holders and a USB-C for connectivity. And as I told you, we have all of the heat and air vents all the way around with lighting. And then in the back, of course, you have your rear climate right here. You can turn on, so you're all set. And you can adjust the temperature in the back right there. So I do like that setup. We do have cup holders, USB-C, so you're good there. And if I move over here, my knees are a bit high, but I have enough room for them, and my head's almost hitting the roof. But I do have enough room as a full-size adult 5'11" to sit in the 3rd row for a while. So I do like that. And if I'm trapped back here, I do have my escape hatch button right on the back of the captain's chair. I just hit it, push the seat forward with my foot, and then I can let myself out of the vehicle. Getting into the cargo area of this Telluride, well, it's a power lift gate. You can pop it from the key fob, pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option, or you come to the back, and right underneath the U in Telluride, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now with all 3 rows up, 21 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Telluride. Underneath this floor, we have more cargo room, and underneath that panel is the spare tire. So thank you, Kia, for the spare. We also have the subwoofer back here, as well as 12 volt. So they got you set for power back here as well, some hangers, and to drop the rear 3rd row if you don't need it, just pull the strap, headrest falls, keep tension on it, throw it forward. Same thing, pull the strap, headrest falls, keep tension on it, throw it forward. So now with the 3rd row down, you're looking at 46 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Telluride. And then we can drop the mid-row right here from the back left side of the cargo area. Just hit the button, hit the left goes down. Oh, they go down. Not quite They are a little stiff yet. So we'll go get them all the way down. A little stiff, probably haven't been down before, so I'm going to cut the vehicle a break. And of course, as you can see, you got to make sure that front seat is out of the way. That's one thing Kia could have done better, was they could have measured this better or dropped the headrests so the seat would go down without the seat having to be moved up or manipulated in any way. That could be something maybe they're going to do for the 27, but I doubt it. But here we go. With all rows down, we have 87 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Telluride. Window sticker time. Here we go. 25 Telluride SX Prestige X-Line V6 all-wheel drive, jungle green. Standard features. You have that self-leveling rear suspension in this SX Prestige as well. Included options up top, and then the extra options down below. MSRP $54,890, right now $2,500 off of that. Fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Parts content, 60% US and Canada, 30% Korea. Final assembly, Georgia. Engine, Korea. Transmission, USA. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, everybody, we're out on the road in this 25 Telly, and it's going to be the last 25 we do. We've done a few this year, but we haven't done the SX Prestige trim, which obviously is the nicest one, most expensive trim. You can get in either the regular Telluride lineup, the Telluride X-Line lineup, or the Telluride X Pro lineup. There's too many lineups. There's too many options here. So hopefully Kia will knock that down for the 27. But the seats are comfortable, right? I'm in a good driving position. The headrests are in a good spot. So I do like that. The Napa leather, very nice. The terracotta, nice, especially with this jungle green paint. But it is a very nice package. I get all the tech that I want, including an unobstructed view out the back with my digital rear view mirror. I got nice big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here in the Telluride. LED lighting up front and out back. This nice head-up display that's right in front of my face right now, letting me know the speed limit on the road and my speed. Turn-by-turn directions will also show up on the head-up display as well, so that's a good deal. Dual climate, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, right? We even got a partial massaging seat in here, ambient lighting. We got heated ventilated seats in the mid row, right? A third row connectivity, all three rows, twin panel moonroof, 20-inch wheels, 8.4 inches of ground clearance. We got a lot of nice stuff in here. I mean, a lot. Brakes feel really good. Take off. And we get that nice linear torque delivery out of this 3.8 liter V6. Yes, it's directed injected only. That means you are going to get carbon buildup, but you know what? There are carbon flush services that Kia recommends at, I believe, every 30,000 miles to make sure that's not going to be an issue long term. And they will get rid of that stuff for you. Not cheap, but better to do the preventative maintenance than get screwed if you don't. All right, our turning radius here is 19.4 feet, which we're going to do as soon as, okay, that car turned. 19.4 feet, which is pretty good for a large SUV. And we do have sport mode, which we're going to shift to next. Move the paddle over to the left, or the gear shift over to the left. No paddles here. And you can shift manually using the gear shift as like a 6-speed manual. So let's try it. Lot more throttle response in sport mode. and the shifts are very nice in the 8-speed automatic. Really well done. And if you're looking to keep the V6, this is the one to get. Now you got to remember, the Telluride is 4,524 pounds of curb weight. The new engine for the 27 Telluride, is a 2.5 liter turbo 4, right? That's going to be a turbocharged engine right out of the Kia Sorento. The Sorento has a curb weight that's 500 pounds less than the Telluride, which means even though the Sorento torque numbers are more than this V6, it's not going to be as powerful as this V6 engine on the road. Sorry, it isn't. So Kia, who usually reads the market really well and knows their customer base really well, I think has blown it by putting a Turbo 4 in the Telluride, and is just going to chase people on over to Hyundai to buy a Palisade, because Hyundai kept a V6 in the Palisade and they have the Turbo 4 hybrid in their hybrid Palisade. Makes sense. Kia really blew it. They really blew it. And in my opinion, and I don't do this a lot, buy a discounted 25. Yeah, you get the nicer infotainment system in the new 27, right? You get some exterior styling changes in the new 27, which is fine. And if you like it better, great. But that Turbo 4, instead of the V6, they could have easily just followed Hyundai and done the 3.5 liter V6, and nobody would say anything. But they didn't. They want Turbo 4 like boneheads. And I'm not buying a 27 Telluride. That's right out. Not having the V6 has pushed me over to the Palisade if I'm looking at either one of the vehicles. Sorry, just has. Or maybe to some other V6 platform like a Pathfinder for 26, which is still keeping the V6, right? So that's a big problem for Kia. I think they are going to rue the day they went Turbo 4. Would you let me know? Would you buy a new gas-only Telluride with the Turbo 4 rather than the V6? Let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm just telling you right now, I wouldn't. And with the deals available on the 25 and how good this 25 is, as long as you do your services on the engine, this thing is going to last you a long time. It's a bulletproof drivetrain in my view. But you let me know what you would do. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Ciocca Kia here in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line SX Prestige V6 with all-wheel drive in jungle green for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, get it up in the YouTube algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. And also, please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.